Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Nick here with a Mustang update, December 22nd. I've been working on it, got it running finally again. And what was I going to say? I just talk about everything I did. I got the correct pump on it now, the Eaton pump. And changed all the belts, got the correct pulley. Now, this is one of the things that, I've talked about this before, I know, but this is one of the things that they don't say. I've watched a bunch of power steering videos or what your 64 and a half should look like, how it's different videos, and they never mention this pulley down here. This pulley is unique to the Eaton pump. 64 and a half or some 65s that have the Eaton pump, see? Okay, without air conditioning. So you gotta have that pulley, and you see how the two pulleys, the two V's where the belt goes, how it's separated with a space in between, okay? Gotta have that. I put insulation around the fuel line, just to help it, so it doesn't get so hot from the engine. I put all new wiring in, all the way from the front to the firewall, all new wiring. Now I have an interesting problem. Before I did all this, the generator charged. And this is the original, this is the voltage regulator that came in it. However, this is not the original voltage regulator, and you can see that I don't have a bolt in this hole because the holes don't line up. Because this voltage regulator, the bolt pattern is smaller than the original voltage regulator. So I can only bolt it up with one bolt, and but I've got a star washer under it, and I've got the right bolt in there, a fine thread machine bolt, hex bolt. It's attached, even though it's only this one spot, but it's not working, it's not charging, and it did with this one, now it's not. But I bought another one that does have the right bolt pattern, and it doesn't work. So I don't know why that is. One of the things that I did was I full fielded the generator. So I put this thing on here, this battery load tester. I put that on the battery, and then I took a jumper wire from the armature battery terminal to the field, and that's full fielding it. So it'll charge, it'll show you the maximum, and it works. The generator's good. It started charging up to 14 volts. I was going to use my VAT40 and do the checks as it said in the book and check the amps and everything, but the amp meter's not working. So I'm going to send this to John. He might be able to fix this for me. I don't know why the amp meter's not working. It just doesn't work. So anyway, I ran it. It ran good. I timed it. I got it at 8 degrees before top dead center. I got a rebuilt distributor. I kept the original. Of course, I'm not going to throw that out. But this is a remanufactured, reconditioned distributor. On mine, the centrifugal advance was bad. You've got these little slots. It's hard to explain, but you got these little slots where the weights, they ride on these little rectangular slots. I've never seen this before. Those slots were all hogged out. It looked like somebody had actually tried to drill them out. They're rectangular slots. So obviously the centrifugal advance is not going to work properly if it's like that. And then, I changed the transmission lines. and those worked out. I ordered the wrong ones, you know. I ordered ones for a overdrive, and so I had to rebend them to fit this car, and that went pretty well. I was surprised. So they fit nicely into the original bracketing. I got a reproduction engine tag. Let me, I got that from Marty, the Marty Report people. They make those engine tags. And I found the original engine tag on the engine, and I misplaced it. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. It'll show up eventually. I'll clean up the shop or something. And then you can see I put the original valve covers back on. They were in the trunk when I bought the car. I threw away those Chevy style the valve covers. Threw those away. Got the throttle linkage all set up properly. Kick down, all set up. I got to hook up the choke still. I had a jumper wire, and I still got to fix the heater wires. One of the fan wires is broken, and they plug into this here, and one of them, the plug end is busted off of it. So I got to fix that. It's got a road draft tube. I had to make a gasket for that. I couldn't find a gasket for it. This is the transmission vacuum modulator tube. And I found, this is off of a Thunderbird, but they're the same. The original style starter solenoid for the 64.5. You see how it's the brown Bakelite? What was on here when I got the car was a black one, but the brown Bakelite is the correct starter solenoid for these. So I put that on. And that's it, you know, painted a few things. And I want to drive this car. I'm not showing it. I don't care. I don't care about winning trophies or any of that crap or impressing my friends. I just want to drive it. So, I just cleaned everything up, cleaned all the hardware, painted everything gloss black and that I had off, and then put it together. I didn't paint the engine, and I changed these bolts, the intake manifold bolts. The old ones, there were two different types, and they were pretty old and crusty. So I bought new ones. Yeah, I know, they're gold-plated. Doesn't look very good. So, yeah. Got a lot of the hardware from AMK. I was telling you guys about that. AMK, you get hardware kits from them. It's really cool. I got to put the horns back in it still, too. I might paint those. They go down here. Here's the horn wire, and the other one goes over there. I had to put a battery tray in it. The battery's on top of it, so you can't see it, but I got a new battery tray. I mentioned that in my earlier video where you can buy a battery tray for a 64.5, but it has the 66 style top clamp. Okay, so we're under the car. You can see I got the new transmission lines, as I said. I put new battery cables in it too, and I made a ground cable for it right there. It's kind of hokey, but put a new fuel pump in with a filter. The fuel pump that was in it had no filter, and they're supposed to have a filter. There's that pulley again I was talking about. I did the oil pan gasket, put new bolts in from AMK. I got to rebuild the rack for the power steering. The valve, the piston, all the hoses are new. There's the bottom of the power steering pump, the Eaton pump. I had the radiator not record, I'm sorry. I had it flushed out and repaired. New radiator hoses, upper and lower. I got new leaf springs. I think I showed that before. New shocks. Here's the road draft tube. Yeah, that's about it down here. Obviously, I got some suspension work to do. Fat Panda. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so just an update. That's all. Wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Have a great holiday and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. I answer all of them. Thank you.